Module 2, Kindle Direct Publishing, or KDP. Okay, so what we're going to cover in this module is what is KDP, what's the business model it uses, and the best type of book to publish as a beginner. You're also going to learn how to create a book from scratch, and that includes the cover, inside pages, and the formatting. I'll also show you how to research winning keywords and show you the resources online which are free or paid. So what is Kindle Direct Publishing? Well, as you can see from this logo, Amazon Kindle. Well, Amazon is the selling or marketing platform, and Kindle is the online bookstore. So KDP is Amazon's self-publishing platform, which means that it is the production arm that puts together your book and it's sold on Amazon. And Amazon does the rest, packs it up and it sends it to the customer. Now, the business model used is print on demand, and this is brilliant for beginners because it's low risk, and as it says, it's print on demand. So only the books that are ordered are printed, and that means there's no upfront costs, no need to buy any inventory, and no need to buy any inventory, so you don't have to keep stock. Amazon is also known and trusted. And the exciting thing about being on Amazon is that you're already in an existing massive marketplace. And this means that imagine Amazon as being a shopping mall and your bookstore is one of the stores in that mall. You've already got customers all around you. So basically, that's your virtual mall, and you're on a platform where you're able to, it's the customers coming to you. The best thing about, and you don't need to go through a traditional publishing company unless you've got a lot of money. Best thing, it's free to join. Right, now you can create anything. You can create anything on KDP. Create anything on KDP. KDP comes in, you can create it as a Kindle ebook, paperback or hardback. And dependent on what you choose to do, you can actually choose to do all of them. The prices will vary based on what type of book it is. And there's so many things that you can create. So you can create notebooks, journals, crosswords, colouring books, business books, full fictions, non-fiction, and seasonal. Seasonal, think Christmas, Ramadan, Halloween. Then you've got pop culture. Just think about all these celebrity scandals and the current affairs, what's happening in the world, politics, if that's something you love, sports. Okay, and the best advice I can give you as a creative is to write what you know. So if you love traveling, do a travel journal, or write about your adventures based on a blog. So in other words, repurpose your material. And say you're a mechanic or a car lover, do a book on the best performing cars or how to even build an engine from scratch. You're going to come across there's pretty much three content categories that you ought to look at. And as a beginner, I would suggest you go for the no content or low content category. So no content is pretty much blank books, art diaries, lined notebooks. So pretty minimalistic. And a low content is, say, journals and logbooks. So journals can be gratitude journals, travel journals, mood journals, and logbooks. You can have a car logbook to record your mileage. You can have vehicle service one, or a medical one where you have a checklist of the vitals. I know with my mum, she had diabetes, so we were trying to record all her, like her sugar levels and blood pressure, etc. Now, for the for written one, now this is the big one where, they usually on average of about 50 or 60,000 word count. And this can be absolutely anything, full fiction or non-fiction book, a picture book, memoirs, your grandma's recipes, history on women's rights. So why create books on Amazon? Well, there's no stock required. It's a print-on-demand model. Amazon does everything post-purchase, and we collect the royalties. It's usually about 30 to 40%. And as I mentioned, you're already in a large marketplace, and this means that you can retarget your customer base. So you've got an existing customer who loves you, already has bought from you and loves your work. So you can retarget them to sell them more of your products, your books. Okay, and great thing is you don't have to worry about converting currency if you're selling on a global stage. It's also passive income. You create a book, you upload it, and it's there to be bought 24/7. So 5 steps to creating a book. Now, keyword research. So keyword research is a really important one, because this is what you need to do before you decide what book to publish. Because now the thing is, your aim is to be number 1 in your category, or at least on the first page. So this is where you work out which phrases people use to put in when they search for a product. So it's important that you use phrases that will help you to be found. Now later on, I'll show you the actual tools, the tool that you can use for keyword research. Right, now okay. Okay. No, I meant to read the slides. Okay, 5 steps to creating a book. So keyword research. 1, keyword research. 2, design your cover. 3, inside pages. 4, formatting. 5, pricing and publish. Okay, so I'm going to show you later how to actually do this research using a tool called Self-Publishing Titans. Okay, so keyword research is so important, and this is what you have to do before you decide even what book you want to publish. This is what you want, even before you decide what book you want to publish. Is a good idea, because what you want to publish may not be what is in demand. So part of keyword research is looking at your niche opportunity. Keyword research. So keyword research is the most important thing to do even before you decide what book to publish, because what you think is a great thing to publish may not be in demand. So by doing keyword research, you start to get into the arena of seeing what is out there. Now the aim is to be number 1 in your category, or at least on the first page. So it is important to work out which phrases people are putting in when they do their search on Amazon. So the phrases that will be helpful for you to be found. Okay. Now the niche opportunity. it's really important to do your keyword research so you know you're not jumping into a saturated or highly competitive market. To find a niche that hones further on into your niche. For example, if you're doing a journal, look at doing a gratitude journal, or even better, a gratitude journal for teenage boys 13 to 16 years old. You may also want to look at the demand and viability. You want to actually look at the demand and viability, because there's no point in entering a saturated and highly competitive market because as a beginner you're up against people who have been selling their product for maybe years. Okay, so knowing what words are effective is extremely important, and it's not about plucking phrases out into the air, out from the air, out of the air. You've got to find keywords that are most effective, because there's going to be 7 keyword boxes that are going to be used, and you ought to use all of them. And 2 more for the title. So I'm going to show you how to use Self-Publishing Titans. It's a free tool and it's really, really good. Okay, design your cover. 2, design your cover. Now there is plenty of resources out there, so it's just a suggestion. I'm just suggesting these things here because they're widely used. Okay, so widely used. A lot of people, there's many people who do use Adobe, but that does mean that you have to buy the software. Canva, you can actually get Canva for free, so that's commonly used, and there's a free version and also a paid version. KDP is brilliant because KDP is fully free, and they do have this cover creator, so you'll actually be able to get template layouts, and you can use their image library. But it is ideal to have your own, because you don't want to actually put, I guess, the world's ugliest monkey on your cover if you're trying to sell a book, say as your biography. You don't say you're actually a vet. You say you're actually a vet wanting to give anecdotes of your adventures as a vet. You don't want to put like an ugly monkey on the cover, right? You want your face. Also get some fonts and Book Owl. Book Owl is a great one to size templates, to give you templates. Okay. Outsourcing can go up. Now the best thing is, sometimes people get pretty overwhelmed with all this, thinking they can't do it, and I know you can do it because I've done it. I know you can do it. You just need to take it step by step. So outsourcing is a good idea of sort of dissipating that overwhelm. And there's a lot of places, just Google them all, but Upworks and Fiverr will actually provide graphic design work or logos. So you're never short of being able to outsource everything. When designing your cover, it's best to design after you do your keywords, because you'll get ideas on what keywords your competitors use, and as you plug in the words, there'll be a drop down list where you can see other similar phrases that are put in. Now, please remember, I'm going to show you all these things afterwards. You want to be able to stand out from your competitors. So just having a look online, just looking online, you'll be able to see what colours do stand out, what you like or what you dislike, what colours work or not work, and what colours stand out. More than just the cover. Now, not only the cover needs to be designed, the back and also the spine. Now, the spine measurement is going to depend on how thick your book is or how many pages you have. Bookowl is a brilliant tool to be able to actually churn out templates. All you do is you specify the size of the book you want. It calculates the template, and all you do is download the template, and you can use this template in Canva or Adobe. This is the trickiest part in terms of the templates, but remember, you can outsource it, and there's plenty of support out there. Inside pages. Oh, that's right. Inside pages. Now this needs to be one PDF separate to so you're going to end up with two PDFs. This is one PDF and the cover is another. The categories, again, is no content. So you've got blank, lined, dotted. Low content. Low content, journals, logbooks, anything with repeat pages. And medium content, you've got workbooks and planners. High content, anything between 50,000 and 60,000 words. So the average number of pages is 120 to 150 pages. Minimum pages is 24 and the maximum is 828. But remember always to work in multiple of 4s, because if you think about a book, you've got one page. Okay, think of this as one sheet. You fold the sheet in half. So that's one page, 2 page. But if you flip over the page, you've got another one. Formatting. Now, okay, I'm going to explain what bleed and no bleed. Okay, so you'll have 2 PDFs, the cover, which includes the spine and back, and the inside pages, every page, and this includes every page, even if it's blank. So, to bleed or not to bleed? To bleed or not to bleed? What bleed is when your content goes right to the edge of the page. The page needs to, so it's what it says. If you think about bleeding, it's spilling, like bleeding out. Well, when you want your content to hit right to the edge of the page, then it needs to spill over that page. So you've got this page. If you see all the yellow, actually I'll show you. And no bleed. Okay, so as you can see here, you've got within this dotted line is where it's going to be cut, it's going to be trimmed. So outer dotted lines is where it'll be trimmed, right? So in other words, this is where they're going to cut it. So having the page past that area is what bleed is. So this yellow along outside of the line, outside of the dotted line, is the bleed. Now this is necessary because just say you only had the colour right up to the edge, right? If they cut it, they may cut it like a millimetre out, so you'll end up with a tiny white line. So this actually avoids it having that come up. That this actually avoids that happening. Right, so no bleed. So no bleed is what it says, is when you want a gap around the edge of your page. So see that? That's a gap. So can you see everything is, all the images are within that line so that you can have the gap. That's no bleed. So, and another thing is when you put it through, KDP will show you a preview of the cover and inside pages. So, and KDP will also prompt you if you have any formatting errors. You can always go back, and KDP won't allow you to publish if you do have errors and they're not fixed. So once it's reviewed and approved, you can publish it. Okay, pricing is great. This is at the stage where you get to choose how much you're going to pay for it. Now remember, the best thing to do, because it's really hard to price things, so part of that research, when you're doing the keyword research, you would have come across some other books. So you always look at your competitors' prices so you know whether or not you want to charge a bit more or a bit up, a bit under. So make sure you look at other people's prices and you work out the profit margin you want. So the way it works is that KDP will give you a 60% of how much, 60% of the price that you list. Because remember, KDP they're the ones who are creating, they're printing it. It's the paper that they're using, it's the ink that they're using. It's them sending it, packaging and sending it off. So therefore, of course, they want to make a profit. So when you do price it, work out how much profit you do want to make. And it's usually about 30 to 40% that you will get. And you can sell it worldwide. So what will happen is they'll show up the conversion prices as well. And you can decide to maybe up in, say, America, where you think they're a bit more wealthier compared to somewhere in Turkey. Okay, again, the prices are converted, and then you can publish. You will get, so then you can publish, and what will happen is Amazon will have to approve it, and usually takes about 1 day, if not less. And then once it's sold, then KDP and Amazon pays you the royalty per sale. Right, so resources. Now, the keyword research, as I said, is Self-Publishing Titans, or Jungle Scout is another one that's used. The cover template generator, Bookout, and Canva is design. BookBolt. BookBolt is a one-stop shop which can supply templates and design images. It can do everything. It's one-stop shop or whatever. Now I'm going to I'll demonstrate this now. Okay. So in the next one, I'll demonstrate. In the next video, I'll demonstrate how to do it.